what is evil? Since you have the mic.
Yeah. I think it's complete. It's the absence of love. It's complete absorption, complete self, to the detriment of anything else.
And when you hear me say women are evil, what goes through your mind?
The more I've listened to you, the more I realize that everything you say is absolutely truth. And it's like, at first it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But then as I see it unfold, I'm like, it's just profoundly true. It's crazy.
And when you first heard me say that, what was your reaction? Do you remember?
Well, I think the word evil is not very common in our world today.
It sure isn't.
And
you rarely hear people say that they're evil.
Right.
Or, oh, she's evil, he is evil, anything. You're right about that.
So when you say it to people that are not in this little fellowship, it's a very...
This is not a little fellowship.
Whatever.
How's your little job?
It's not very popular, I'll tell you that
Right.
much.
In truth, it's not popular.
Right. When you say it to people outside the fellowship, they think it's a very harsh word.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, evil. Like, what do you mean I'm evil? Like, that's, and even me, I had some sort of preconceived notions about what evil was before I started hearing you talk about it. It's
Right.
it's like a horror movie with like a clown killing people or something is evil. But what I'm doing,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but what I'm doing is not evil. How could I be evil, right? And so that's why I wanted to know the answer to the question, because I really don't quite know what you mean when you say evil.
Okay.
I think it's lack of love. And
when you realize that men are evil too, they would come from the woman, and you see that you're evil. Do you see that you're evil?
yes, I do.
And what do you see about you that is evil?
Just complete selfishness, completely absorbed with myself
Right.
in every way. Just like
So
you
that's what evil is. It's
Right.
all about self.
Mm-hmm.
It's never, as the young lady was saying right here, it was never about anybody but self. Evil is only about self. It's never, ever, never, it's not about them. If you had children, you don't care about your children. It's about you. It's about how do I feel. Oh, my poor children. It's you feeling that way about your own children. That's evil.
So-
because if you love your children, you let them go.
So why use the word evil over selfishness or narcissism? Why evil?
Which one hit home better?
Yeah, you're right.
You don't look for another easy, soft word to put you to sleep.
Mm.
That's what soft words do. They put you to sleep. You think your wife would react better if you said, "Oh, honey, that was a good dinner," and you're evil? Or you said, "Oh, honey, that was a good dinner," and you're sweet.
Yeah, evil, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's hard to have conversations with people in the world talking like evil and...
But who said you're supposed to have a conversation with them? You're not supposed to communicate with evil in your own self. What makes you think you should communicate with evil inside of other people? They don't want to hear it. Okay, fine, bye.
No, but what I'm saying when you're trying to communicate effectively about this topic, really, and
You shouldn't try.
Okay.
Only if they want it. If they ask or they welcome it, then it'll work. But you can't have this conversation with anyone unless they want it. God doesn't talk to Christ, and God doesn't talk to people that they want to hear His voice, unless they want the truth. So you shouldn't be trying to convince or talk to anyone about
Well, it's
evil.
part of my vocabulary now. So somebody will say, "Well, what do you think about this?" And I'm like, "It's evil." And they're like, "What? Evil?"
That's insane. Okay. You got to talk. We all work together to do commerce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Commerce. You like that word? Hey. That is such a white word. I've never used that word in a long time. Being in business. You know that, Joel? He black. Did you know commerce means business? What? See? And so we got to communicate with one another to do business with one another. We're all one when we're doing business together.
I'm not
right?
saying I'm in business calling people evil. I'm just saying that, in life, there's certain times when evil now is part of my vocabulary. That's all.
But when do you use that word?
Well, so like for example, a girl was giving me her whole spiel about how she thinks life is and blah 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 blah, and she says, "What do you think about that? And what do you think about me?" And I said, "I think that's evil. You're evil." She was asking me, and I just told her, and I said, "I'm evil too," So and
Why did you have to say you were evil?
make her feel better,
See,
Mama.
that's not love. That's not God. Make her feel better. So you like a little hypocrite.
Yeah.
My vocabulary is evil, but I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna say I'm evil too to make you feel. You think God gonna say He's evil to make you feel better?
No, but I see it. I do see it genuinely in myself too.
But don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't be telling her she's evil, and then say you're evil to make her feel better.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that too, especially a lot of meditative people, a lot of Bible thumper people. They'll tell you if they brought up something bad about themselves, about you, they would say, "But I'm like that too." I'm like, shut up. Make me want to cuss. Why do you have to say I'm like that in order to tell somebody else the truth about themselves?
Yeah, because it would hurt my ego to just let it sit and say, point the finger and then just sit in it.
Does anyone in this room others doing that in order to correct someone? You say, I'm like that too.
Do it or don't do it?
Do that. You do that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Why do you do it?
Why I do it?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was thinking, the thing is, we do it because it feels nice.
See there?
Yeah,
That's,
and
that's
we do,
evil.
yeah, we have to do
Christ
the thing
said
who
that
doesn't
you're a
feel
bag
nice.
of bones, you're like
Yeah.
a dog, you're no good. But Christ never said, but I'm like that too.
No, he doesn't. But it's,
So as his daughter, why do you need, well, Christ's sister, why do you need to do that?
do what? I don't understand.
I'm like that too.
Why I do
Need
it?
to do that.
Well, I don't need to.
But
so,
why? Oh, you said to be nice.
Yeah, but I don't do it as much, but I do it sometimes, and then afterwards I'm like, shit. But I do it because then I feel better with myself, because then I'm nicer to them. But it's wrong.
That's
It's
evil.
completely wrong.
Can I hear you? That's evil.
Yeah.
That's
But
That's
we
evil.
do
That's
it
not
because
love.
it feels nice. We do it because it feels nice, and we has to do the thing who doesn't feel nice. So. If
But
it
you don't
feels
walk around
uncomfortable,
every
we has
day
to do
telling
it.
people that they're evil.
What?
You could have a conversation with folks without saying you're evil.
Well, I'm not saying people are evil, so I haven't said it to anybody, I think.
Oh, except your fiance.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not having these conversations with many people. We have it together, but I'm not like talking with it with other people.
Right on.
Uh,
But don't walk around telling everybody I'm evil. Oh, you're evil, but I'm like that too. How you gonna help them if you're evil? How can evil help evil? Why do you do it? And then I want to go to the young lady here and right there.
What do I do?
No, I'm saying, yeah,
What do I do that? But I do it too.
yeah.
I mean, it's the obvious. You're taking the edge off of what you told them.
And where is the love in that?
Well, it's kind of cowardice actually on my
It
part.
is.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there and just. I want to make the air a little softer.
And why?
I don't know.
Oh, you said cowardly. You're a coward.
Yeah, I think so.
What a beta male.
Yeah,
It is.
but
And there's no
ironically,
love in that.
I don't do it as often as other people, though. I mean, most people that know me.
I
tell
feel
you.
better now.
No, I think I've always kind of been a little bit too much truth.
Meaning what?
I've been told very often, like, that's too much. And so that's my way of taking that back a little bit. Because I've always been very direct with people. That's why New York was so comfortable for me.
Were you judgmental of them when you were being direct? Because you could be direct with other people, but yet you're judging them. And that's no love in that either.
I think it was a mixture. There were times where, because I can't be right all the time. So sure, I probably was just being a jerk at times. But there were other times where people asked me the question.
And what is evil?
I kind of agree with what everybody said. I've always thought it was just a selfishness, a calculated, strategic selfishness.
Okay. And when you hear that women, when you first heard that women were evil, what was your reaction to it, if you can remember?
I was raised by a single mother.
What?
I was raised by a single mother. So I think at first I looked at the world like, I looked at my mother like, oh, this poor woman had to do this on her own. So I think I defended women because of that
And
first.
so when you first heard me say that, you thought what?
That's probably why I wasn't very religious at first. I thought it was, I didn't agree with it.
You did not agree?
Not at first.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that a long time ago.
And when you see that you're evil, do you see that you're evil?
Yes.
And what was it like to first discover that you were evil?
It was harsh.
It was hard for you?
I didn't like it
And why not?
because you're raised to think that like that's not optimal. That's not what you want to be. You want to be good.
Yeah.
So it's like you try to distance yourself from that.
From being evil?
Yeah, but not in the right way. You just like.
It's funny
verbally.
how people think doing good, what they call good for others, is good. They think that make them good. And that is so crazy. Now it's crazy to me. That they think doing good is good, make them good, and it's not. And you don't even do good when you think you're doing good.
Is this connected to like don't let your, I don't know if it's the left or right hand know. You know, in the Bible it says don't let your left hand. God, I don't remember this. Somebody help me out.
Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing.
Right.
It means that don't hold on to anything. Don't hold on to the truth or a lie. Let it all pass.
I also thought it meant like if you're gonna do good, just do it. Don't be using it as look at me, I did good.
No, it
I
means
helped."
don't hold on to
did
the
the whole-
truth. Don't hold on to anything.
All right.
Because if you hold on to it, you're going to try to make it work, and it's not going to work because it's not what you think it is. You can't think what truth is, right? Or if you hear a lie, you hold on to the lie, it's going to affect you in a negative way too. Just let them both go and just relax and appreciate. You love God, and you're not afraid of Him when you do things like that. You don't hold on to anything.
Right.
You want your glass to always be empty. Always.
And this is related to not listening to your thoughts.
I'm sorry?
Having your glass empty is that like a metaphor for not?
And having no ideas, no plan, no nothing. Just live your life.
Right.
Don't try to be like anyone. Don't try to be this or that. Just live your life. Be you. Are you you?
Oh God, here we go.
Oh God. Oh God.
Am
Because of time, you got to move a little faster.
Yeah, sorry, I can't answer that question actually.
You cannot?
No, I was
Okay.
gonna try, but
Oh, okay.
you're probably right.
Well, next Sunday I ask you. Remind me to ask you next week.
Copy
Or
that.
Thursday. We're having a men's forum this Thursday.
Yes.
All right?
All right.